Residents on Virgin Gorda now have access to a more regular supply of public water after suffering from water shortages since April. 272,000 gallons of water was transported from Tortola to Virgin Gorda via barge to provide some relief to residents who have been experiencing water shortages. Residents on the sister island have been experiencing interruptions as a result of low water levels being produced by Aqua Design Water Company.
We've been having some serious water issues, and I don't know what's happening, but I feel it's, for me, I think we're living in a very modern country, a modern time, and we are developing, but the BVI is is a well-to-do country. We're not that far behind. And for us in this day and age, to be barging water to Virgin Gorda, it should really be a concern. And I know there are people behind the scene, I believe, that are doing their best, and they're working hard to bring some kind of relief to the people. But we have to honestly, as a country and as a people, look deep into these issues. Because I don't think it is proper for us to be going through what we are going through now, that we do not have water on the island like that. And so it's either we need a second plant, it's either we need to look at the option of building a second water plant as a backup in Virgin Gorda. But there needs to be more discussion of what should be done.
Assistant Secretary for the Ministry of Communications and Works, Margaret Jones-Green, stated that the decision to barge water to Virgin Gorda serves as a temporary fix for the water production problem on the sister island. She said the main issue is lack of regular supply of water from a 20-year-old water plant.
The water plant on Virgin Gorda is approximately 20 years old and is now being refurbished. As a result of the water plant not functioning well, sufficient water isn't being produced. Once final decisions have been made to address this issue in the most cost-effective way, residents of Virgin Gorda will receive regular water service. The aim of the Ministry of Communication and Works is to provide reliable water service throughout the territory, and we're working hard towards that.
According to a government press release, the reservoirs on Virgin Gorda are now filled. Meanwhile, Director of the Water and Sewage Department, Perline Scatliff-Leonard, said residents of North Sound were severely affected, while residents in the valley were able to get water at certain times during the day. She also urged residents to conserve water.
We are appealing to everyone to conserve as much water as you can. If you have to wash your car, instead of using the hose, take a bucket and wash the car. Instead of washing down the driveway, sweep it. Simple things like that. Residents are also reminded that we are in a dry season, and until we get our water shortage situation fully resolved, we all need to do our part and conserve as much as we can. The summer season is upon us, and we need to be mindful that more water would be required, especially when visitors and belongers from abroad come in. We here at the Water and Sewage Department are going to do the best that we can to have as much water available to you. And this may mean putting additional water schedules in place to help build up the water levels in our reservoirs so that we could all have access to this critical resource, especially in peak hour periods.
A water schedule is in place for Virgin Gorda to help conserve water in the reservoirs. Residents in the valley will receive continued service from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., while at North Sound, water will be turned on from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and turned on again from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. The director for the Water and Sewage Department said the demand for water on Virgin Gorda has increased significantly over the past 20 years, and the ministry is finalizing its options to meet the demand on Virgin Gorda.